What's more likely? Joyce avenges his defeat to Zhang or Dubois springs an upset on Usyk?
Don't talk bollocks, Danny.
I was
like you,
baiting
Danny,
you a little
but
bit there.
don't talk bollocks, mate. Let's not go. I know I made a bad error of judgment last time in my prediction of that, but Joe's gonna get his revenge, and Daniel Dubois is not beating Usyk, mate. Not happening.
Objection sustained. So let me rephrase. What gives you the confidence that Joyce will get it right second time around?
Because, listen, I don't want to go I've answered this question so many times. Joe didn't take that fight seriously. He just didn't take the fight seriously, mate. He didn't. His weight was not correct. The level of sparring wasn't correct. The preparation, I'm sure, wasn't correct. And Joe just simply overlooked him. Because it's like if you look at Joe's best performance, it's always against Joe Parker when people think, oh, 50-55. Dubois, going to get knocked out in 3 rounds. Joe's best performances are when his back's up against the wall. When people think he's going to go in there and destroy somebody, he's lackluster.
Look at Jennings.
Mate, look at Brian Jennings was meant to smash Brian Jennings.
Yeah.
He got walloped in the body at early doors. Look at the fight against Christian Hammer. He looked like shit in that fight. He eventually just steamrolled him, but he just didn't respect him, right? When Joe's thinking, right, people are writing me off here, you'll see the best of him. And I'm fully confident my big mate will go in there and he'll do the job. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. But I think he'll smash him this time, Danny.
Do you think against Zhang, he did kind of switch on, but it was just too late by that point?
People can argue with this all they want, right? If the fight wasn't stopped, right, I still believe, Joe, it would have been a messy, ugly fight, but I still believe he would have took Zhang out in the later rounds. I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe that. I'm not saying before these absolute dickheads comment saying, no. Joe got his head punched off in the first few rounds. No debate there. He was outboxed, outclassed, outthought, outjabbed, everything. But Big Joe was just getting going. You understand? This is what he does. But that was the worst I've seen Joe perform in a sparring or in a professional ring. But I have no doubts about it. He's going to get everything together, and he'll do the business next time.
And then switching to Dubois, if he's going to have any hope in this fight, what are the best tactics he should employ?
He has to go from it from minute one. Don't just try and put that big stiff jab on Usyk because you'll just be like hitting a pile of confetti. So don't try and do that. And before anyone says, oh, what does he know? He's not a coach. I'm just stating the obvious. The big fucker needs to go straight towards him and fight him. The same way Derek Chisora tried to do. Yes, he came unstuck, but Derek had a good go. Do you know what I mean? Against Usyk, you have to apply your physical strength on him. And if you get knocked out, you get knocked out. That's just the way. I'm not sure what Don Charles can teach Daniel Dubois that Shane McGuigan can't. But listen, good luck to Daniel Dubois. I mean it. I'd be very happy for him if he chinned Usyk. I'd be very happy for him. But I just can't see it in a million years. I think Usyk will gently break Daniel Dubois down and stop him.
With what you just said in mind, what percentage chance would you give Dubois? And has that changed from when he was with Shane?
Yeah, less of a chance.
And it does seem like a bizarre move, and there are obviously things.
No, it's not me. Listen, me. You know, me and Shane aren't going to go for a beer with each other anytime soon. But he's a world-class coach, mate. He's a world-class coach, and him leaving
one thing Shane and Josh Taylor can agree on.
Yeah, probably. But I'm sure Josh Taylor and Shane McGuigan ain't going for a beer with each other anytime
If they did, it'd be to like celebrate your demise or something, wouldn't it?
Yeah, maybe. But listen, I've only ever said what a great coach Shane McGuigan is. I've only ever said what a great fighter Josh is. But anyway, fuck that. Anyway, it's not important. You asked me a question. Yes, less of a chance now he's left Shane, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a tough old ask for Dubois, but I suppose on the positive side, he's still very young. He'll still be in a decent position should he lose. No one's really
He will, Danny, but it depends on the manner of defeat. Because if he gets beat up, Daniel's not very strong between the ears. So it's a hard thing to come back for if you get systematically battered by Usyk. But listen, Daniel Dubois could land the biggest right hand you've ever... If Daniel Dubois hits you clean on the base of your skull, you're in trouble, mate, because he hits like a mule. So good luck to Daniel Dubois. It's just landing the shots, talking about it and delivering it are two very different things against someone as elite as Usyk.
Let's switch to the welterweight division before I let you go. Two key things here. Number one, Conor Benn, there was a report recently in the Times. He's got a team around him who've investigated his results from the failed drug test, saying that his body processes clomiphene in a different way, makes it stay in the system longer and so on. What do you make of all that? And is it kind of all conjecture until UCAD are involved and give their...
The thing is with this situation, Danny, you know my opinions when it first come out. It looked very blatant, in my opinion. It looked very, very blatant. But for Conor's, same with Canelo Alvarez and the same with other UK favourites that have failed test, it would have been almost easier for Conor Benn to say, I've cheated. But the fact he's gone, because remember, the public are against him, but the fact he's gone to these lengths and spent that amount of money, huge amount of money to prove his innocence, I think people have got to give him a chance. I really do think that. I mean, I might get stick for saying it, but if Conor Benn is lying about this, he needs psychological help, because I genuinely believe it's easier for Conor just to say, look, I've cheated. It's an accident. I took one of my missus's tablets. It would have been easier for him to do that. But he's so adamant he's not cheated. I don't know. I think it says a lot, if I'm honest. And listen, I'll be truthful about it, Danny, right? I don't want to see Eubank against Chris Eubank Jr. I don't care about that fight. I think Smith deserves a bigger fight. I think Smith deserves a world title shot. And I don't think he deserves to be strung along how he's been. He's an elite level fighter, Liam Smith, great fighter, and I think he deserves more respect than that. But I don't care about the Liam Smith Eubank Jr. fight. I'm not going to lie. I've already seen that fight, and there was a clear cut winner, Liam Smith. I want to see Conor Benn against Chris Eubank Jr., and I want to see it in the UK. And anyone that says that fight doesn't fill out a stadium or an O2 or whatever, you, my friend, are an idiot.
I agree. Not that I'm an idiot, but that it will fill a stadium.
Mate, that's people have this. Oh, it's not going to fill. All these reporters, right? You see me, Danny. When I say, "Oh, Conor's," I think he's shit. I'm not one of these people. It's like when if I'm wrong in a prediction, I'm one of the only people, right, that makes clear predictions. I'll even make a round prediction. Sometimes I've got it wrong. Sometimes I get it right. But people are so scared to be wrong. Oh, Conor's cheated, or this guy's gonna lose. Like, if Conor is proven to be innocent, right, which is what all these scientists are now saying, just be happy for him. You know what I mean? Don't worry about your own personal, oh, I've called him this. Just put your hands up and say, I'm happy for him. Conor's a huge name in British boxing. He's been missed. You know what I mean? He's a big personality. And I'm sure this UCAD test is going to say one thing or the other. And if he gets approved to fight, then let's look forward to seeing him back in the ring.
And then just finally, Benn against Eubank, if it happens, will be a massive event, but it won't decide who's the best in either of their weight classes. At 147, it's either Terence Crawford or Errol Spence. We finally get to find out at the end of this month. Who's your money on and why?
I've always said Crawford, mate. I've always said Crawford. I think Errol Spence has been in 147 a bit too long. He's got a few more miles on the clock than Crawford, in my opinion. And I think that Crawford wins, and I think Spence moves up to 54.
Oh, okay. What do you think it is that Crawford had? Is he more versatile? Is it that?
I just think he's a better fighter. Just a better fighter.
But a narrow, just ahead. And then Spence moves
Crawford
up.
Wins. I think Crawford could even get him out of there late. But I've always said Crawford, and I won't change my mind on that.
And what do you make? I know I said that was the last one, but it's just occurred to me. What do you make of Canelo fighting the Charlo he wasn't expected to fight?
Weird, mate. It's a weird one. I'm not unhappy with the fight. I just think it's weird. I just think it's weird. I'd rather have seen him fight Benavidez, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah, like, I mean, obviously there's a big weight disparity, isn't there, with Jamel Charlo?
Yeah, again, Danny, I just find it weird, mate. Like, everyone wants you to fight Benavidez. You've signed with PBC. Go and fight Benavidez. Because Benavidez is only going to get better, and Canelo, in my opinion, is slightly on the dip. So if he gets through Charlo, which is a hard fight, he's bigger, so you'd imagine he's the favourite. But you're meeting Benavidez. Benavidez is going to get one more fight in. He's going to be even more ready for you. I think you need to fight Benavidez right now, in my uneducated opinion, Daniel.
In the same way Mayweather fought Canelo at the right time, I suppose. But...
Yes, mate. Exactly, mate. Just all about getting it at the right time. But yeah. Speaking of 154-pounders, I'm going to have Dan Toward turning pro soon, 10-time national champion, mate. He is unbelievable, Danny. Boxes like a Cuban. Sensational fighter. Trust me.
Which Cuban? Which Cuban in particular does he box like?
There's a bit of Rigondo about him. There's a bit of Andy Cruz about him, by the way.
Oof. He's about to make his debut, isn't he, Andy Cruz?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to that.
Next week.
Yeah, exactly, mate. I'm really looking forward to see what Andy Cruz can do in the pros, because in the amateurs, he was just incredible. So very much looking forward to watch his fight. He's on the Baumgardner undercard, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
In Detroit. Yeah, looking forward to that fight, mate. Looking forward to watch Andy Cruz. I think he's a absolute superstar.
Good stuff. Sam, always appreciate your time, mate. And yeah, let's catch up again soon, if Josh Taylor doesn't catch up with you first.
Yeah, I would like to, I would hope not, but yeah, let's see.
All right, mate. Take care. Speak soon.